So now we're getting close, we think. Tomorrow morning we'll try and start it.
Obviously hopeless optimism in my absence. But let's see what we did get done. Yes, it's 9:44 time.
We've got a new oil filter for it. Where's the oil filter? So oil filter it's a little bit larger. So although it should help, yeah. So if you compare that to the size of the oil filter on my Renault 5, my Renault 5 is about this big. So this is like 10 Renault 5 Turbo 2 oil filters.
And it's only twice the engine size.
Twice the engine size.
Well,
No, it's more than that, isn't it? How many? This is 5.7 litres. Mine's 1.4 litres.
Yes, that's 4.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's good.
It's only logic.
See.
Are you going to take my marks off the...
Oh shit, I guess I didn't... Oh. So the speed of completion is glacial. We now have spark plugs in.
What?
Both sides. So here's the fuel cell. And here's all the bits. And now with the filler tube removed, we can see inside it. In fact, we can see inside it even more. So, here we go. So, here we go. Here's the fuel cell open. Successfully done. And there's lots of sponge in there. And what we found is that we've got like 2 gallons of fuel left in the tank. It's trying to pull it through the fuel pump into the car, but it pulls through too many air bubbles, which is why the car is probably not starting when it's running out of fuel. But looks like there's 2 gallons left, so we're going to look inside and see where the pickup is and where the fuel is and what's going on. Fun, fun, fun.
So essentially they managed to fit 4 spark plugs, no, 8 spark plugs, and yes, rip the fuel tank out. 1 step forward, 2 back, I think, maybe. So this is that painting that I was talking about last time that we did to establish how far in to the pilot bearing the actual drive shaft was going, and as you can see, it's plenty.
Kind of is.
Next morning, obviously, I turned up and we got on some serious work. So here we are, getting the transaxle itself into position to push forward and marry up with the torque tube. Exciting. Essentially, there's 4 bolts that hold the transaxle to the mounting plate, which then goes onto the torque tube, which is another 4 bolts, and tightening those up just drags it all into line. The final element being the coupling itself and the bolt that goes through that, which is critical, holding it all in place, stopping it move around. And that's the part that we modified so that it fits with the factory notch on the drive shaft itself from Porsche. Mike and I turned our attention to the exhaust system, which we decided to chop and join in various places to make removal easier. The downpipe from the right-hand manifold was really difficult to get to, so what we decided to do was clamp that all up nice and tight and then put in a join at the bottom of the pipe where it then flows along the bottom of the car, so that would be easier to get to in a race situation. And then we found at the back a similar kind of problem. Meantime, the other two were arsing around with something at the rear end. Looks painful.
He's had a little bit of spillage. Oh, hang on, let me go get some towels.
Rick, you're not wearing your bag again? Yes, in order to get the tail section out, because it goes over the half shaft, one would have to disconnect that half shaft, and we decided to put another joint in there just for the hell of it. And that's about as far as we got, so hopelessly optimistic was right in terms of starting the car up again. Not least of all because we were missing one of the oil lines to the oil cooler, so we couldn't fill out with oil. Good news is David and Mike worked on the car later during the week and got it to this stage of startup. And then finally this. So the motor sounds good, and at this point I think we're going to have to leave it here, but do tune in next time because hopefully we'll be doing some testing here. Yes indeedy, at a new track just south of Phoenix, which Mike is a member of, and that'll hopefully be before the end of the year. So I know we're running out of time. Anyway, talking of which, thanks for watching as usual, thanks for tuning in. Do subscribe down here somewhere to make sure you get the next episode, and if you thought the video was interesting or remotely entertaining, give it a thumbs up, and of course encourage others to watch my lunacy.